We just got some information, all right? What it looked like is LaVar Ball is going through a divorce with his wife. And I don't wish this on any man, not one man whatsoever, because this can be depressing times for certain individuals, depending on who it is, all right? Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, yo. Salute. Roll the
Crazy
clip.
right now with this whole admission of LaVar Ball. He was doing a stream with Neon when nobody was expecting this.
You know, with my wife, you know, who Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see it right here. But she want to go do something else, that's fine with me. We had our run. So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else.
Yeah.
Now you're not as beautiful to me again. And the fact that if you decide to go this way, I'm gonna go that way, that's fine.
That's deep.
It is what it is, man. And like I said, anytime you can find somebody you can stay in love with for a long time, or for one day or whatever, if you can witness that love, that's good. I had that with her. And I found somebody else, but it is what it is.
Wait, who?
No need to worry. And you know
Sorry,
what?
Now, LaVar revealed that his wife, Tina Ball, they have split for over 30 years. And he mentioned something that was interesting. He mentioned the fact that she had a stroke, okay? And after which I saw a lot of people, a lot of the guys in the manosphere, you know, they were saying, hey, listen, this is what happens. Women are never happy. And they're going to always file for divorce no matter what you do for them. But then later,
There's some truth to what he's saying. It depends on who the women are that you're coming in contact with, that you choose to settle down and have a relationship with. All women are not going to do the same thing. I know that for a fact. There are some women out there that do appreciate the token of sentiment of having a good man around, a good provider, a good protector, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You feel what I'm saying, yo? But it might not be her fault. Just maybe, he has a lot of assholism in him. There's no amount of money you can spend on her, trips that you can buy her, et cetera, to keep the woman around. You feel what I'm saying, yo? Because you have exhausted all your resources when it comes to shorty.
on in the clip, or actually what I saw, was this situation here.
This is for Neon right here. Did you give her, the girl, hers?
He's good now,
I
right?
told you to put that over there for her. Amar, did you give him a spoon to eat over here and a fork? I told you to get this stuff over here. I said give him a spoon and a thing. A spoon. Amar, you didn't put him a napkin and give him a piece of cornbread over there? Okay. Help me out now. Moving slow. Just take one, but you gotta give him a napkin first, Amar, so they can put, it's a napkin right here. Amar, do what I tell you and we good.
Who the f you think you talking to?
I get it. He want to do this hospitality thing. It was better to have it coordinated before Neon got over there. That's one. You know what I'm saying? What roles should have been played and how it should have been played out. To stun on your wife like that or your shorty like that, nah, I'm sorry. There's just certain things I'm just not gonna do as far as belittling the woman or coming off like I'm belittling the woman or I'm talking down to or I'm talking at my significant other. But I get it. We're all different. We all do different things and stuff like that. It can't come off controlling. I can't say that. But let's go.
Do what I tell you, we good.
Oh my God.
God, man, napkin. Here you go. She takes so long to get a napkin. This is all you do, fast. I'm fast on that.
See, as you can see, the more you f around, the more you're gonna find out.
Now, he did say he moved on, and you see, you know, he's like bossing some woman in the background. I don't know if she's a Hispanic or not, but you know, she got a little booty, a little BBL out there, and he's telling her to, hey, listen, you know, do what I say, you know, get this for this guy, a fork and a spoon, you know, you're not doing it right and all of this. Now, this caused women to say this.
And I saw another clip of him talking to his new girl, telling her to bring him a paper towel and she needed to hurry up and do it. And she needed to do it this. And that she was moving too slow. If he talked to his wife like that for the past 30 years, I would have lifted his ass too. especially after him losing the leg. I see a lot of people in the comments talking about, oh, after all that he did for that family, you know, she up for that. You know what I'm saying? You never know what the woman was going through.
So let me kind of just say this. First of all, guys like from LaVar Ball's generation, which is like, I don't know, he must be like 60. So it's kind of close, 60, 70, something closer to my dad's age. And my grandfather was like very similar to that. Like, what are you doing? You know, what do you got going on? It's not necessarily mean in that generation, but of course, younger women today, you know, well, he couldn't talk to me like that. He couldn't talk to me like that. I mean, whatever. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but your ass hasn't been married at all. So, but let's just say that this is true. Let's say LaVar Ball, because we don't have her side of the story, but let's say LaVar Ball, you know, got famous. He was cheating. She left. She don't need him no more. The kid is rich. She wants to try something different. Let's say this is the case, all right? Assuming he had fault in the divorce. Unfortunately, even though he lost his leg, what do the outcomes favor? All right? The outcomes favor, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but the outcome still favors a man that has the majority of his cognitive presence and still has earned. That's the unfair advantage that men have. And what I hear from him is not a man who's bitter about it or a man who's really tripping about it. I feel a man who's largely accepted that, look, you want to go and that's fine, and I moved on. Here's the reality.
That's dope, because that goes to show you he's at a healthy space within himself. You know what I mean? As far as accepting the outcomes of what his relationship is. Now, it takes a stoic man and a man that's in his right mind to be able to know that there's just certain situations that you can't control and it's out of your control. You have to let go and let the creator or the ancestors do what has to be done. You dig what I'm saying as far as human nature is concerned? Because you can't convince someone to stay with you when they don't want to be with you, all right?
About a man. A man can love you, a man can care about you, a man can have connections to you, okay? But here is something about a man that you gotta know. A man is functional. Once it gets in the mind of a man that he can do a little bit better than you, or he don't need you no more, or let me just say this, a new person got to come in and kind of work from the bottom to get to what he has, and he has leverage now, it's kind of hard to go backwards, you know? That's really the case. And for a lot of guys, I can tell you, that are in like long-term relationships, one of the things that I honestly feel that a lot of men actually believe is that when they're married to their wife, that it's so much work that a man has to do to continuously keep a woman happy, especially if you are a man of means. You know, that money doesn't necessarily come easy. You got to be there. You got to work your ass off. You got to do this. You got to do that. All of these things, right? This is what you must do. There are a lot of men out there who feel that their wife kind of gets used to this level of treatment. And once you get used to this level of treatment, then, you know, things stop happening. Not as much sex, not as much appreciation, all of that. And I mean, I guess it could work both ways. And then here you have somebody who really wants to be there, and they're looking to put that effort in because you got what you got. Now, somebody can come in and say, well, she don't really want you. She wants you for your money. Most women want you for your money. Or something. Just like most men want.
What he's saying is most women have a hypergamous nature, so they're looking for men to be providers. There's nothing wrong with a woman looking for a man that's a provider. You dig what I'm saying? In the words of Kanye West, he said, I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigga. This is a part of gender roles and what we gotta do. You dig what I'm saying? And we're looking for other things when it comes to women are concerned. Feminine, fit, beautiful, friendly.
Women for something, all right? The reality is that what are you getting, and do you get an improved version of it at a cheaper price? If a lady has a stroke or a medical ailment to a certain degree, that lady may not be able to participate in the marriage as much. And, you know, obviously men can make mistakes and stuff like that. And 30 years is a long time to not make a mistake. So now we're talking about the fact that, you know, there's probably not a lot of romance in a relationship anymore. There's no sex in a relationship anymore. And you love the lady, you still care about her, but hey, you're not living your life. And one of the things is, you know, a lot of marriages are supposed to really, when you get divorced, kind of keep a man kind of down or keep him struggling, after which, and this is nothing, and this is not happening here, okay? This is a guy that largely is moving on with his life and believes, he has no reason to believe that she will move on with her life in the same way that he has, okay? I think if this was like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, might be a little bit of jealousy. He is not jealous one bit. And largely, I honestly believe this is what a lot of people don't show. This is the brutal reality of a man who is self-made, a successful black man. You lose your wife, as long as he's not financially destroyed. I mean, that's sorry, it's bad, I love her, whatever else. You're gonna have a more tough time than me. And we gotta talk about that. That's not talked about. A lot of people believe like you leave your wife, you leave your girlfriend, your baby mom, things are not gonna happen for you. You're gonna always want her back. I had one chick tell me that she never had a dude.
Just because that man has more money than you, that doesn't mean that you can't do the same thing too. You just gotta find ways to occupy your time and be on your purpose and become the better version of yourself. Understanding what your flaws are, what was the kinks in that last relationship, and start working on those kinks, those weaknesses, and turn it into a strength. You dig what I'm saying? It can happen, and it will happen for you. You just gotta find things to do that is productive, not counterproductive, that can add value to your life.
That didn't want to come and get back with her, and that's crazy because if you look at her now, I mean, she's nothing like she was not even 5 years ago, right? And I can honestly tell you that there's nobody that gets up every day and thinks about her. No one, okay? And if she had a rich boyfriend or whatever else in the past, that dude doesn't get up in the morning and say, wow, I wonder what happened with her. It's just like you're not useful anymore, It's hard to get sentimental for something like that, especially if you can get somebody to come in and do those things. For example, like where I live now. I have had a chef, a maid, and a driver for years. I don't drive. I've never driven out here. I never driven in Poland, okay? I used to have somebody come in, do deep cleaning once or twice a week. I used to literally have food, meals, preps delivered to my door. I mean, when you really have it like that, and I have a really good daily chef. What happens then? I honestly tell you, the need that you may have for a lady, it changes, right? Now, imagine he got this lady that's cooking every day, doing all these things every day, clapping every day. I mean, it's a lesser price you're probably paying. She's staying there. Different culture. I mean, you sit back and you really think about it. Do you really care anymore? No. You just really don't. And then you can be mature about it.
I don't know. I'm gonna care regardless. You dig what I'm saying, to a certain extent, because you're gonna, if your heart was in it to win it, it's hard to shake certain. You dig what I'm saying? So I can disagree with O'Shea, in that area. That's my boy and all and everything, I love his content and stuff like that, but I kind of disagree in that area, you know what I mean?
It's kind of what happens. And so all I can say is this, even for guys that are heartbroken, this is why it's so imperative for, a lot of men, especially black men, to just do well. Because when you do well, you can leave out on the other side knowing you got action. You got action, okay? All day long. And I don't care what nobody tries to say, it's the truth. You got action, you got opportunity, and if she wants to try something else, maybe she just wants to be single. But I can tell you right now, nobody wants to put up with that. Nobody wants to put up with that.
Well, I'm not gonna go any further in this video. I mean, tell me what y'all think as far as that's concerned. You know what I mean? I don't wish this on anybody as far as a breakup or divorce in a marriage, you know what I mean? Yo, if you made your vows with the Creator, you got to stick with it, unless something catastrophic, again, unless there's something catastrophic happening. Stick with your vows. It can be worked out, especially if both parties want to work it out. The grass is never green on the opposite side. You dig what I'm saying, yo? Now, you might see what looks like freedom might not be freedom. It's destitute. Loneliness that's dressed up as freedom. And that's what a lot of these individuals are doing online, making it look like, oh yeah, the single life is the way to go, until you trick yourself back on the streets and then you realize how complicated and difficult it was. And that when you see yourself jumping from relationship to relationship, you realize, fuck, I was better off staying where I was at. But yo, leave your comments, like, share, subscribe. We on our way up to 200. Help me to get there, all right? Join the squad. I'm here to stay, baby. Until then, I'm out this bitch. Peace.